So currently, there's a lot of stuff that are going on, and the situation is just getting worse. Every day, the situation is bad because still we have the ICE agents taking people out of their home, abducting people on the road. And the most fascinating fact about all this, the Genzs. The Genzs in the United States of America, a lot of people are applauding you. And I'm like here seated and asking myself that if you are a parent for Genzs and you're forgetting that this is a total new generation. This is a generation that has information on their fingertips. This is a generation that knows how to do research. This is a generation that knows how to use AI. This is a generation that knows how to reason. It is a generation that will tell you how they feel, and it doesn't really matter how you're going to retaliate back because they know their rights. So in the recent events, we've seen how the Gen Zs in the United States of America are doxing on their parents who are ICE agents. And people are not getting cool. People are not getting calm. But they receive a lot of applause to some people. Because yes, this is a good thing. You'd come to my home and invade my space. But then again, what is your home? What if people know where you're staying? Because you're not going to have it easy.
Gen Z is now doxing their parents if they work for any of the government agencies or contractors that are conducting immigration raids, with Gen Z posting online, hey, this is my dad's name and they work for this agency, or this is my mom's name and they're doing this right now. They are actively doxing their parents because they're not okay with the work that their parents are doing. Think about that. Children, young adults, teenagers are actively telling on their parents so that people know, hey, these people aren't great people. I'm okay with this. Gen Z's different. Gen Z has the ability to potentially save the whole country. And God help us all when Gen A actually finds their voice, because it's coming. And they're way more brutal than Gen Z ever has been.
And shout out to Gen Z for understanding the assignment and just activating. Shout out to Gen Z because as of today, we found out that a lot of Gen Zers have been doxing their own parents. Yes. So some Gen Zers found out that their parents, their fathers, were a part of ICE and doxed them to the internet. And is that truly doxing if that's your parent and that's your address and you live there? You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, maybe just ensure that what you're doing actually is going to benefit a better world for your child to live in. And if your child themselves is letting you know, hey, this is not the world that I would like to live in, I don't appreciate this, and I want you to stop, or at the very least, not play a role in destroying this country well beyond the point in which you received it. Okay. Not only just ruining my life, because again, if that is your parent and they are part of ICE, that will reflect on your child as well. So God only knows how they themselves will be treated after the public finds out, because the public eventually always finds out. Them racing their parents to the punch to make sure that they themselves don't go down with their parents. Mwah.
As a millennial, I am taking such joy in watching Gen Z dox their parents who are ICE agents. That makes my heart happy a little bit. So with that being said, millennials, if you're the parents to those Gen Zers and you are being called to the carpet because of your shit, not even your kids like you, my G. So why would I? Have a day.
Seeing their parents who are ICE agents is actually really funny. I don't know if these ICE agents genuinely thought that like their kids would be okay with that, or if they were genuinely hiding it 100%. Like no one knew that they were ICE agents and their Gen Z child had to find out somehow that they were ICE agents. And so then they literally went and doxed their parents.
To the kids that are doxing their dads as ICE agents, I want to say something that they have never said to you. I love you, and I'm proud of you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if we are able to reflect this is something that is so much awakening, and I don't know how parents who have these Genzs and they're working under ICE, or rather ICE as you all know it. I don't know how they feel, because it's very frustrating. For instance, your child has friends, your child goes to school, and it's just frustrating that I'm seated somewhere else and my parents are, for example, the ICE agents, and they go on the streets and they abduct people, they abuse people, they beat people brutally. So what are these children going to do? I feel like it's time that you realize you're dealing with you're dealing with people who don't give they don't really care what the values that you have previously, the values which are practically not making sense to them. So we've seen this in a lot of countries. We've seen this happening in Kenya, that is last year, under the leadership of William Ruto. And the Genzs went wild. The country, Kenya, was almost in ashes. As we've seen the Genzs marching up to the parliament, and they brought the parliament down. This is the same thing that if America is not ready, hasn't taken keen interest into how they want to deal with this issue of immigration, especially deporting people anyhowly without even following the right steps. And these people have been there for such a long time. We've also seen the same incidents happening in Venezuela, and this is a revolution. It's a revolution that I don't think the world is ready for it, because we are talking about Genzs. We are talking about people who know things. We are talking about people who have gone to school. We are talking about people who do research. We are talking about people who knows how to mitigate the ways of computer clearly. We are talking about people who do literally everything on the internet. So could this be a waking call to the United States of America? Could this be a waking call? It's just so fascinating. And in Kenya, I remember they used to call it Occupy. So they normally occupy. You're a church leader, and these leaders are coming to your church to donate money probably they cannot account for. They call you and they tell you, you know what, you're not going to mess up with our taxes. So I feel like if you want your country to be good, it requires a collective effort, and this is from everyone. And the world is in shock because the Genzs have waken up, the Genzs are taking over, and they do not want you to meddle into their issues. They just want you to do the right thing. Apparently, you might think that these are kids. Yes, they could be kids. They are kids. But these kids, I'm telling you, these kids are smart. These kids, they are there for their friends. These kids hold down their friends. And there's no way you're going to tamper with their relationships with their friends. Their friends are not to be able to, can't come to school happily because they fear once they've seen on the streets. That is going to be the end of them. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Yvonne, and thank you for coming along my channel. If you're new here, thank you for being part of my online family. To my subscribers, my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for staying. To my new subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate, and do have a lovely time. Let me know on the comment section, do you feel like the Genzs are going to make America great again? Are they the solution that we are looking into? Are they the solution that this government is seeking? And if yes, do you feel like this one is going to cause some serious issues again? Because yes, we know the ICE is part of the government, and you may be snitching on the government, but it's going to be a little bit difficult because you are my father. You are kidnapping people. You are beating up people. The people you're beating up are my friends. So on the comment section, guys, let me know what do you think about these particular issues. Are there any repercussions to it? And if there is, what should we anticipate? How should we go about it as a nation? And is this just a route to us saying, Let America be great again.